Good day from wherever you are listening to this video. For me, I'm reaching you from Nairobi, Kenya. Beautiful city, beautiful place, and I just thought to share some thoughts. And like I always say, every time I'm out of my location, suddenly the urge to share just comes in. Of course, apart from the fact that there's some time because you are not in your regular schedule. The whole idea behind success is a journey is that success will take you places, and once I'm out of location, I get an urge to share. And I just said I should share some thoughts before I face my day in Nairobi, Kenya. And I'm set for my conference and events today. But before I said, I just thought to share just this one thought, a couple of thoughts to with you. And, when you meet people like I have done in the last few days, one of the things you have to answer is, what do you do? There's that question of what do you do? What do you do? And for very many people, it's easy to answer. But for very many others, it's a hard thing to answer. And then you find a situation where you meet somebody today and you ask, what do you do? They tell you, I do one thing. You meet them in 2 weeks' time, they tell you, I do something else. And then for certain people, you ask them, what do you do? You hear, I wear many hats. So they say, I do this and I do that and I do that and I do the other one. And then you're wondering, what exactly do you do? And it's a simple question that should have an easy answer. But for many people, it doesn't have an easy answer. And if it doesn't have an easy answer, it's a source of confusion for your audience and also a source of frustration for you because people jump from one thing to another to another to another. And so in 1 year, they are here. By the next year, they are doing something else. Before it has gathered momentum, they're doing something else. And that's not the way to go. Now, people tell me of serial entrepreneurs. That's not the way they go about it. Now, for the best of serial entrepreneurs you have, they take one idea and they make the idea and they make the best out of it. So for that 3 years, 5 years, maybe 10 years, you know that this is what they do. And when they decide to move on to a new idea, they've done all there is to do in the old idea and they are pivoting or they are going to a new line of business. It's different from being like a bee in a big flower garden. You are on this flower for 10 seconds, you're on the next flower and on the next flower. No, don't be like that. Have focus. Recently, I read a statement which is part of the background to this video. It said, a focused fool will accomplish more than a distracted genius. Yeah, you could be so good, but distraction can be your biggest problem because you are so good and you have so many ideas. So you are doing this and doing that and doing the other one. Some people call it multitasking. The truth is, multitasking is just like jumping from one tab to another on your browser or on your laptop, and you get very little done. To get proper work done, you need to focus for an extended period. That's what I think Carl Newport calls deep work. You need to focus for an extended period, not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, maybe at the 20 minutes mark, yes, you would be fully focused. But if you get distracted by another tab or another open window, you're not doing deep work. So you are jumping from one tab or one task to another, not actually doing deep work. You might think you are multitasking. You are typing a letter, you are talking on the phone. You think you are multitasking. You are not. You're just stretching your brain, jumping from one task to another instead of focusing. The person who said a focused fool will accomplish more than a distracted genius was genius. No matter how smart you are, if you don't focus, you won't accomplish much. Because for people who you deal with, they are wondering, what exactly does he do? He says he does this and then he does that and then he does. And so people are wondering, what exactly does he do? And in that place of distraction, you can never achieve mastery. A lot of us have heard of the 10,000 rules. Of course, I heard somebody say, oh, you really don't need 10,000 hours to become a master at something. But definitely you need a lot of hours. Now, if that your hours is spread between A, B, C, and D, how do you become a genius? How do you become a master? It takes a lot of tries, a lot of time, a lot of effort to achieve mastery. So if you are doing A today and you are doing B tomorrow and you're doing C the day after, how do you achieve mastery? And without mastery, you can never get to the top of your game. No. You just be an also ran, a mediocre, you be down, down, down the totem pole. To get to the top of any field, you need mastery, and mastery takes time. Whether you're a professional footballer or a musician or a consultant or an engineer or a project manager or a farmer, whatever it is you are doing, mastery takes time. Or even a writer, your first book, if your first book becomes a bestseller, it means that's not when you started writing. No, you don't just take a piece of paper and scribble 1,000 words and it becomes a bestseller, whether it's a poem, whether it's fiction, whatever kind of book you are writing. You don't just sit down, jump out of the blues and pen something and then you create a bestseller. No, it means that you've been doing something long enough that you become a master at it, like writing or maybe football or something, so that when you put out a work, people know you for something and they are excited to listen to you. So do you want to become a master at anything? It will take time and it will take focus. You can't just give it when you feel like it, 30 minutes in 1 month. That will not take you to mastery. And like I said earlier, it won't allow people know what to expect from you, because today you are doing this, tomorrow you are doing that, the day after you are doing something else. So what exactly can we expect to get from you? And in a way, it dilutes your brand, your personal brand. I'm talking about now. I'm not even speaking on the business level. Your personal brand. People really don't know, what do you do exactly? And don't let people ask you that question again and again. Once they meet you, it should be clear that this is what you do. Even if this is what you do for now, it should be clear that this is what you do. And when you keep jumping from one idea to another, it kills momentum. It's like a start and stop. Yes, you start this idea and you're running it, but before you have gathered steam, before it produces result, you've jumped off that idea, you've gone to a new idea. So you lose momentum. If I leave you with one thought today, and the thought is focus, focus, focus. A distracted genius will achieve nothing. A quote says that a focused fool will achieve more than a distracted genius. And presently, it's on my laptop to keep me in a place where I focus on the few essential things. You will always get you always get new ideas. Of course, ideas are a dime a dozen, but you don't have the time, the energy, and the resources to accomplish all of them now. So focus on your present idea. Even if you have 10 ideas, pick one, pick two, and focus on them and do it to the best until you become a master at it. Until, yes, you think you've exhausted everything there is to do in the idea, then you can move on to something else, and that becomes your focus for that season. Now, I'm not saying for 1 week, I'm not saying for 1 month. No, that you cannot achieve mastery in 1 month. You cannot achieve brand identity in 1 month. So learn to take your eyes away from the new shiny idea. Oh, is it crypto? Oh, is it publishing on Amazon? Or is it A, B, or C? No. Other people may be killing it there, like they say. That doesn't mean you should join it. No. You should learn to focus on your focus. Avoid distractions. Avoid distractions. That's the bottom line of my message today. Focus, focus, focus. A focused fool will accomplish more than a distracted genius. Is that not terrible? You're a genius, but you're accomplishing little because you are not being focused. So, you see those 10 ideas you have, keep them in the cooler. Take one and run with it. You will build momentum, you will build brand identity, you will build mastery, and that is the place where you should be. Now, when you are done and you choose to do something else, be like Elon Musk. You can do something else there. But until then, focus, focus, focus. My name is Kenneth Ugbebo, and just sharing your thoughts from Nairobi, Kenya. This is still Success is a Journey, and it's been my pleasure sharing these thoughts. I like questions, comments, and feedback on our conversations. Till the next time, stay blessed and keep going, because success is a journey. Thank you.